told to keep it quiet, stay between the pews. But life's too big to fit inside these Sunday morning rules. Love, work, and struggle, they all matter just the same. So let's talk about it freely, no more guilt, no shame. We're building marriages, chasing dreams, learning lessons in the in-between. Faith ain't just a sermon, it's the way we live and breathe. Beyond the walls, where the real talk happens, where love is deep and grace is massive. No judgment here, just truth and passion. Life's too real to hold back, let's have it. Beyond these walls, where the real world calls, we stand in faith, but live it all. No shame, no fear, just truth and love. We rise together, he's still above. From wedding rings to boardroom dreams, building legacies beyond the streams, raising kids, making moves, finding purpose in the grind. God is moving everywhere, not just in Sunday time. Beyond the walls, where the real talk happens, where love is deep and grace is massive. No judgment here, just truth and passion. Life's too real to hold back, let's have it. Beyond these walls, where the real world calls, we stand in faith, but live it all. No shame, no fear, just truth and love. We rise together, he's still above. From wedding rings to boardroom dreams, building legacies beyond the streams, raising kids, making moves, finding purpose in the grind. God is moving every.
Good evening, everyone. Good evening. Good evening. Happy weekend. It's a lovely Friday. Good evening, everyone. If you are here watching us, please help us share. Good evening. Good evening. And if you are here, please say hello, say hi. Let us know that you are here. God bless you as you are doing so.
We've been told to keep it quiet, stay between the pews, but life's too big to fit inside these Sunday morning rules. Love or work and struggle, they all matter just the same. So let's talk about it freely, no more guilt, no shame. We're building marriages, chasing dreams, learning lessons in the in-between. Faith ain't just a sermon, it's the way we live and breathe. Boardroom dreams, building legacies beyond the streams, raising kids, making moves, finding purpose in the grind. God is moving everywhere, not just in Sunday time. Beyond the walls, where the real talk happens, where love is deep.
Good evening, everyone. Good evening. Good evening. This is your program, your show, Life Beyond the Church Wall, where we get to talk about marriages, we talk about our home, we talk about our children, we talk about business, and we talk about lifestyle. Please, if you are joining us for the first time, say hello, I. Please, everyone, please comment, say hello, say I, so that we can know that you are here. Good evening, Lara, Josh. Good evening. How are you doing? Please say hello if you are here. Say hello so we can know that you know it's always, there's no dull moment. Every Friday evening, no dull moment. We rock it, we say it as it is without being judgmental. And please, if you want to join us on this program, please send a WhatsApp message on the number scrolling down +44 7466 69 0434 4466 6690434. The number is actually scrolling down the video. Please send a message. Let us know if you have questions or you want to join us. It's going to be a wonderful moment tonight. It's going to be an awesome moment. As you know, I'm not always alone. I'm here with man of many cap, and I'm here with our very own Pastor ATM. Good evening, Pastor. How are you doing? Good evening, Pastor. How are you doing?
Good evening, Ma. Thank you for having me on the show again tonight. Good evening, everybody. It's good to be back again this week.
You are welcome, sir. We are so glad to have you, sir. Good evening, sir. And also, my humble self, Rachel Adelakun. As you said, it's going to be awesome. I brought greetings from Bragidion. Don't worry, Bragidion is coming soon. Bragidion will join us soon. And also brought greeting from Sister Mary and Sister Tony. You will definitely see them very soon. It's going to be an awesome month. You know, when you are with man of many caps, sometimes when I'm with Pastor Etienne, my chest is always pumping because I know he knows law. I don't know law. That's the major difference between us. But everybody will be all right. Pastor, it is well in Jesus' name. Amen. Pastor, what do you bring for us?
You know God.
I know God. Yes, thank you, sir. You don't know I know God. God will back me up today. Don't worry, Pastor. I will be gentle. I'm a calm girl. It's a weekend, and it's a soft weekend for me because I'm looking at my month, my birthday month. So I'm just taking things easy. So I won't be harsh on you. And please be nice to me too. So, Pastor, what do you bring for us today?
All right. Thank you once again, everybody. You are welcome to the show again. We just celebrated our children. They are they are a big part of the family. So for all the children that are listening to us, happy Children's Day in arrears. And to all parents, congratulations on seeing another Children's Day. I just want us to all note that children are the heritage of the Lord. He has given them to us to care for and to train. But I like you to know that the devil is out against them. And one of the ways in which the devil tries to pervert them is through issues between parents or the people around them, to give them wrong footprints to follow on and all. So as we keep on listening to this show, let us keep our prayer guards up also, that the devil will not be able to overcome our children, because the devil is really angry and out against them. But I pray that our children will bring us joy and will bring joy to the Lord in Jesus' name. Good evening again. You're welcome to the show.
Thank you so much, my pastor. God bless you. You know, this morning I was reading the book of Psalm 85 during my daily devotion, and a verse struck me there. Psalm 85, verse 6 to 8. He said, "Will thou not revive us, Lord? Will thou not revive us again, that thy people may rejoice in thee? Show us thy mercy, O Lord, and grant us thy salvation. And we hear what God the Lord will speak. For he will speak peace unto his people and to his saints, but let them not turn again to folly." I just want to encourage us to keep longing for God revival in our life, because when our life is revived, our business is revived. Sometimes people tend to think it is when we gather together to sing and praise that is revival. No, revive the whole of you. Personally must be revived with your thoughts, with your action, with what you do daily. Then you can be able to hear the word of God, what God is saying, because it's thoughts towards us is of peace and not evil, to give us an expectant death. Devil deal with us because we don't listen to what God is saying to us at a particular time. So we worry, we're roaming about, we worry on a lot of things that God is telling you. Let my peace be still. I am taking over. I am taking charge. I'm going to take over. So I think it's the high time, especially this end world, this period, that the faith of Christian is waxing cold. I want to, especially my people that are living in United Kingdom, at this soon, it is the high time we wake up and ask God to revive us, so that we will be able to hear what God is saying concerning our life. God bless you as you do so. Amen. It is well with us, my pastor. It is well with us. Last week, I'm so happy you were here last week. Last week, we were talking about, we still continue with our topic, conflict resolution and consensus. And 1 second, let me go and say it as it is so that they won't quote me. Conflict management, resolution, and building consensus. So we are still building on that topic. It's a month long, and I'm happy the way we were able to break it last week, upper week. We were able to shovel it together. And today I want us to talk about building consensus. Building consensus. So today I went to check dictionary meaning of building consensus. It's a reaching an agreement where everyone in a group supports a decision, even if they may not fully agree with every aspect. And Pastor, you know that in marriage, sometimes we don't, I will say, let me give men 60% of this. I'm not going to give you more than 60%. There's sometimes they just agree with their wife for peace to reign. Pastor, don't let your head swell. I haven't started. They just agree with their wife for peace to reign. And I think coming from that perspective, Pastor, what does reaching meaningful consensus mean to you, especially when there is conflict? God bless you, sir.
All right, Ma. Thank you. Thank God you said you know that we sometimes allow you to just have your way just for peace to reign, but that's that's part of the politics that you play. Reaching consensus, it's simply connotes that the fact that we all approach issues with the sense that we are on the same page. We are a team. And one of the rules of team playing is that it doesn't matter what role anyone plays. It is the goal that matters, not the role. It is the goal that matters. So when there are disagreements as to things, and I don't want us to see it as times when you are fighting or you are quarreling. No, sometimes there are issues and you have varying opinion. A is saying, let's go to the right. B is saying, let's go to the left. How you are now able to come to a conclusion where both of you will now, go to the right or go to the left or stay in the middle, even though one party believes that no, the right is still the what I think is where we should go. But for us to be able to achieve this goal, I am going to jettison my own opinion, then to be able to follow this person's opinion. Sometimes it does not always mean or translate that the decision that you are agreeing to will always be the right decision. But there is something key in that. You will take it as it is our decision, notwithstanding the fact that I had a varying opinion at the beginning, because this is one area that we usually have issues when, because I said let's go left, but you had a different opinion. I agree with you, let's go right. And at the end of the day, when we turned right, we now saw that there is no road there. Didn't I tell you? I know it was never going to. No, I think that's one of the problems, especially women. Okay, I didn't want to mention, but it's one of the things that actually kill the morale of your spouse, to think that, oh, next time I would rather just think on my own and take the decision, so that if it goes wrong, I know I will take 100% responsibility for it. Or if you say let's go left, even if I know that left is wrong, I will still go because of what happened the last time, and you pour the blame on me. But that's not consensus. Consensus is, okay, we come to a point where both of us agree to go this way, notwithstanding our initial opinion or our initial thoughts or on what we think is right. Yes, ma'am.
Thank you, sir. Pastor, I have given it to men already. Please, be nice or not. So, because sometimes there are men as well, Pastor, that will say, that is my final say. It's my decision. It's my decision. And I am the head of this house. The Lion of the tribe of Judah. Praise the Lord. Amen. So, Pastor, I really want to appreciate. Pastor, what do you want to say?
I was going to say, yes, I agree with you. I agree with you, and I'm not taking side. Jokes apart, this can happen to any of the sides. Sometimes one party may just say that, no, this is what I want, or this is what I think is right, and that is what we must do. The other person may agree with you just because, well, you have power or you have mouth, you can shout, I don't want troubles and all of that. But that does not mean that we are really consensus on that matter. Only that I am, okay, keeping quiet. Let me just keep quiet. Just for the sake of peace, let me just keep quiet so that you don't shout. Let me just keep quiet so that you don't embarrass me and all of that. So that's not going. But what we are talking about is the point where both of you can agree, and you will take it as this is our decision. If we are right, we are both right. If we are wrong, we are both wrong. That's the point.
Thank you, sir. Thank you so much. That was really, really good. That was really, really good. I was just pulling your leg. I know you didn't mean that. Sometimes I like to do that. I like to do that. I will be nice. I want to be gentle. Oh God, help my soul. This week, all through June, I'll be gentle because it's my month year, my birth year month. So, Pastor, when you were saying, as you were talking, I was just thinking, I said, most of the thing that escalates is due to what you just said. That just for peace to reign. Oh, just because you make a decision, we agree on something last time because I'm the one that made the decision and that thing doesn't work. You blame me. There's this thing. I learned this thing when I was in secondary school. Some people came to our school and they come to talk about self-esteem and majority, and that's why we say that majority of African parents. Sorry about that. Majority of African parents, in the bid of we are correcting, which is good thing, good heart. We have good heart. We want to correct our children. At the same time, we do not put boundary in building our children self-esteem. So some people, just for peace to reign, when you have said this, if I talk like this now, she will say this. That is the reason, not because we don't know the repercussion. And I think because we are talking majorly about marriage. We are talking majorly about marriage, which means our 1 + 1 is already 1. We are working towards that. Is to say, if this man or this woman do this thing and bring trouble, we will all share from that trouble. So as we are talking, Most of the things that we sweep under the carpet because we want to peace to reign, because we don't want this woman to say I have said so, because it might not even work and this woman will bounce back on me, or this man will bounce back of me, are the major reason why conflict escalates or expatiates or take longer time to reach. So I just want you to use your the God wisdom in you to advise us on how to, especially in situation like that, the example you just quote that before, because you said let's go this way, we go this way, doesn't work. Things like that have already happened and there is conflict and you don't want another thing, you keep quiet, which is not good to me, and you know that it is not good way of handling conflict. What is your advice to somebody like that? Let's assume I'm the one that is telling you go this way and you then go, and things didn't go well, and I was laughing at you, making jest, and that would not make you to talk next time. Probably I have keep your morale, keep your self-esteem in some area that I might not even be aware of. What are your advice to somebody that is in that shoe at that particular moment and does not know, and there's issue, something that is causing issue, does not know how to handle it or tackle issue like that without causing fight?
Thank you, ma. You know, these things are issues that happen in I think it's common most of the time. You know, maybe most of marriages, things like this have happened. Some of them have gotten over it, some couldn't get over it and all. But I think at some point, just because you are just still growing and all of that, you might have made such mistakes or decisions which you know, one of the things I think will make a difference between those who have been able to resolve it and those who couldn't get out of it is the willingness to correction. That's teachability. And then number two is the mental information we give to ourselves that we are not enemies. We are on the same team. Now, let me explain what I just said. Now, it is possible. I can point many times when you know, personal experiences where, you know, decisions have been based on, this is my opinion, and then they turned out not to be all palatable and all. You know, at the very initial stage and all of that, you know, my spouse will say, you see, I knew it was going to, and I thought it was going to be like this. One of the points I usually make is this: you are not helping me by saying that at all. In fact, you are not helping the situation, you are making it worse. Now, if you thought that this decision wasn't going to be all fine, and you fail to raise it to me to say that, I think this thing should not be like this. You know, one of the things, for I'm using myself as practical example now. Now, if I and Pastor Rachel says, oh, let's go towards the right. One of the things that is common to me, for instance, is I will ask you why. I want to know why, because I'm not a zombie that once you just say go like this, I just follow. Just no. I want to know why do you want? Why do you think this is the best decision? I believe in taking, you know, critical thinking and then making decision based on, you know, maybe I can sometimes be analytical and all of that. You know, I want you to give me reasons. If I say that, oh, I want to spend 100 naira, and you feel like, well, I think 70 naira should be a better, we should just spend 70 naira. I want to know, why do you think that is? If you are able to convince me, if you are able to justify the reason why you say 70 naira, of course, I will always agree with you, if you are able to convince me. But the problem lies where you just feel, just because I asked the question of why, and you just feel like, well, He doesn't want to listen to me. That's why. And then I now made that decision. And then at the end of the day, the decision now turns around, boomerangs and all of that. You now come like, well, you see now, God don't catch you. That kind of, punctures the self-esteem of the other person. He punctures that person's ego. He punctures the person's trust in your ability to be on the same team with them. In fact, next time he wants to put them, personalities differ. For some people, they may easily get it off. For some people, they are going to go into their shell, and now they are even afraid to discuss certain issues with you and all. But one of the things I think will help in situations like this is where you are able to tell the other person, this thing that you are doing or this thing that you did has affected me in many ways. And I think that if you keep on doing that thing, it will strain our relationship and all. And you give the person why, or how you feel and all. And the person is willing to make adjustments on that. That's why I said when the willingness to change. And the person is willing to change. It does not matter what has happened before. Now we see that, oh, this is a better way for us to agree. This is a better way for us to tackle issues and all of that. Oh, it does not. This could have been me. I could have been in the situation where I make that decision and I fall into this kind of, if he makes jest of me, will I be happy with that situation? If she makes jest of me in that, will I also be happy? When you put yourself in that situation, it is going to help you to be able to feel what the other person is feeling and be willing to change. But overall is whether that decision was right or whether that decision was wrong, you need to understand the fact that we are still on the same team. That has not made us enemy. The fact that this decision was wrong this time does not mean that we cannot make a better decision next time. We are still on the same team. Whatever happened, whoever's opinion we follow, it is still our opinion. It is still our decision. That's what will make the difference. Thank you.
Thank you, my pastor. Thank you so much. It's a win-win thing. I write it down here. Let me just read what I write down. I said, win-win solution. The goal is to find solutions that benefit everyone involved, addressing their needs and concern. And that is the major way. This lady is too stubborn. He keeps saying the same thing at the same time. Oh, this man doesn't listen. It's because we just listen, not because we want to take change. We want to, not because we sometimes you just let whoever that want to talk. But you're not ready to take step. But when we realize that this thing we are talking about, this in this conflict, we want win-win solution. We are not fighting each other. I want us to both agree, address the needs, and come together, address the concern, what is happening, and come together and make decision. Pastor, I want to ask this question. I want to ask this question because I believe that reaching consensus, especially when there is conflict, give us the sense of belonging. Give us the sense of belonging. In marriage, some people will say, I don't know. And they are not lying. Because either party might not have says in the house. Either you like it or not. Gradually, the person that doesn't have says will withdraw. So I want to ask this question. How can I get a sense of belonging, especially when there is conflict? Or peradventure, we are in a situation whereby, because I've told you, I have seen experience. I'm talking about this is life experience of a family that are having conflict. When they have conflict, it has to be the man's decision. If the man say anything, he will say, is it because they have 6 years gap Pastor, the husband is 6 years older than the woman. But when it comes to conflict, they want to talk about it. It's the woman that will raise the issue. Let's talk about it. The man will say, we don't reason together because of the gap in our midst. And the woman will keep telling me, that I should imagine people that are 20 years old, 10 years older than their wife. This man is just 6 years old. So it gets to a stage that they don't even talk. Because our opinion will not matter in the marriage. So gradually the woman is losing the sense of belonging as part of the family, as one body. So I want you to enlighten us in situation like that. How can I find my sense of belonging, that I'm still part of this family? I am not, I understand that my husband is the head of the family, but at the same time, I am as useful as my husband is as useful in decision making or in anything in the house. God bless you, sir.
On this, let me just address the ladies directly. Now, situations like that, most of the time, is always the woman saying, "Oh, I don't have sense of belonging," and all of that. Now, my question will be, what do you define as sense of belonging? How do you come to the conclusion that you don't have a say? Now, a lot of things bring us to situations like this. And I don't want us to just address the symptom without looking at the root cause of everything. Now, how did this start? Was it always like this? Did you from the beginning? If you are not going to have a sense of belonging, if you are not going to have a say, it will start before you got married. Before you got married, you would have known. By the time you are planning your wedding, you would have known that, hey, issue my wow, which is the one who is deciding this is the hall you are going to use, is the one doing this. The opinion you bring, he says no, he cancels everything. You know that you are going to have problem. But it was not always like that. Now, one of the things that may cause things like this is the example we have given, where because a decision, or he has given you an opportunity to, come to an agreement, but because he didn't follow your opinion at that point, and then you take it as he didn't take my opinion, and so that way I don't have sense of belonging. I think that is not right. Why I said that is this: the fact that you give a suggestion does not mean that the both of you are bound to follow that decision. This is you knowing that these are two people involved. It could be your opinion, it could be the other person's opinion, and it could be a different opinion entirely. Once you have that idea, having discussion will not be tough. But when a man knows that this woman, the way I deal with her, if it is not our opinion, then we have trouble. The person will, and this man knows that this is the thing this is the decision I think is best for the family and all of that. Sometimes knowing how you react to things, knowing your disposition to things, sometimes they want to avoid the trouble, and the only way they avoid the trouble is by not talking to you on the matter. They would have made that decision before. Of course, that's not the best. We are not encouraging it, or we are not validating it, but we are trying to look at it. How did we get to this point? What happened, or how did it get to that? Sometimes this issue of, I don't have sense of belonging and all of that is just a way of is just a lady's way of manipulating sometimes. They just, yes, and what I mean is this: sometimes when you want to just have your way, and then you just come accuse the man, or you don't always honor my opinion. My opinion does not just because.
I disagree.
I'm just speaking from experience. And
continue. I disagree with explanation.
Okay.
I disagree with that. It can be either party. It can be either party. And the reason why I disagree is I don't want us to deviate a lot. It can be man, it can be woman. Sir, there are situations, even our children, my own children, if I tell them these children we are giving back to pastor, if you want to tell them that don't touch this thing, you will have to tell them why.
Tell them why, yes. Exactly.
So I am not talking about somebody that is imposing. I'm asking about somebody that is imposing. Yes, I have an idea. You have an idea as the husband. I bring the idea. You did not tell me the reason why you totally eradicate the idea. You just tell me, is that words? Word is powerful. Just tell me that. Is it because the gap that is in between us that we are not reasoning at the same frequency? You are just the difference is totally clear. My son will not. My daughter, I thought it was what. My son is worse. When you tell why, you still tell reason with rather why. After that why, if it's not satisfied, he will still ask for another wife. And we have to be patient to explain to them. You don't necessarily in marriage, what I've realized is you don't necessarily have to agree with what he say or what I say. But don't make it as if you don't do it, that's it. Even if you are right, let's agree. Let's this thing, the way you see it, so it can be this, it can be that, it can be that. But if we do it this way, both wives and husband. Let me let you continue.
No, you are right. Honestly, I agree with you. The point I was talking about is just talking generally about things that can really cause disenfranchisement is what I will call it now, where somebody will feel I'm not having a say and all of that. That's outrightly different from the point where one is just shutting the other person out. Who just say, oh no, your opinion doesn't make sense, your opinion doesn't count on this matter. That's entirely different. In situations like that, honestly, it will take the wisdom of God to be able to handle that kind of spouse. And one thing I have known and I keep saying is that women, may God open your eyes to what you have. Honestly, I keep saying this, one example my pastor will always give is the example of Abigail. Abigail is the only one who could have lived with Nabal. He knows her husband, that even by his name, the interpretation of his name is that he's a fool. And one of the characteristics of a fool is that they believe that their own opinion is the only opinion. It is either their way or no other way. Yet Abigail lived with Nabal without having problem. In fact, Abigail was the one who saved the entire family from doom when David was coming to destroy the entire family and all. Abigail would not fight if the husband does not agree with her or does not listen to her opinion and all of that. She's not going to fight with her. She's just going to find a wise way of still achieving that goal or averting a problem that may arise from that decision. Now, one of the things I know is that, or one of the reasons why people can be like that is actually trust issue. The man does not trust the opinion or the wisdom of the wife. But over time, if you are able to prove that wisdom over time, you have helped him to avert troubles, even when he did not listen to you. You are not pushing him away to say that, well, it is his decision, let him go and deal with it. He has seen you consistently coming up with wise way of averting troubles or giving him or bringing opportunities for him, even when he's not looking at that place. In his business, you are able to suggest certain things, even if he's not taking it. One thing I have known men for sometimes also is that when you say something and we say that we don't agree, most of the time we go back to think about them. And then sometimes out of ego and all of that, we don't want to say that, oh, I'm totally agreeing with you. But we still consider that thing that you have said as, and there is wisdom in this thing. We will still stylishly come back to it. Now, a man who has seen you consistently given that kind of wisdom, even though at the beginning he's still doing younger to say that no, he's not agreeing with you, he will begin to soft pedal to say that first time she was right, second time she was right, third time she was right. It's high time I began to listen to this person. So patience is key, and the wisdom of God. Don't fight. If you want to fight your way, I just want to have opinion. In fact, the more your voice will be silent. But when you use calmness, wisdom, and patience, I think is a combination that can never fail. That's my opinion.
Thank you, Pastor. Good evening, my sister. Olatunji Titilope Awopetu. Good evening, Elizabeth Sheon. Long time. Where have thou been? Have thou where been? Good evening, my pastor, Pastor Timileyin Olatunji Timi. Honestly, Pastor Timi and Sister Titi should send me their number. We need to give them data. They deserve it. We need to give them data. Send me your mobile number. Two of you. There will be subscription on it. Send it to my inbox. God bless you, sir. God bless you, ma. Elizabeth, where have thou been? I miss you. Where is Owen? Please help me look for my Owen. I didn't see my Owen since this year. I haven't seen him. Where is my Owen? God bless you as you are watching us. God bless you. Pastor, you know, this thing called conflict and consensual building is a wider thing. As you are talking, if I ask you the question I want to ask now, how can a woman or a man deal with narcissists? Because most of the women or men that impose their decision on their partner, if you study them, if you trace them, and if you know well about, this thing, narcissists, I can tell you, I just learned it, I think 2 years old. I hear the word, but I don't really go deeper into it. I think 2 years ago, last year, I was undergoing some counseling and therapy, and I have to, during those therapy sections, so we have to, all those things. I was like, this thing, so this is what they call narcissists. Because most narcissists will impose things on you and still make you look like a bad person. So at this stage, because there is no how, like Pastor was saying, that you don't use fight. You don't fight to make your opinion known. You cannot fight narcissists, because they will blame you for it. How can we deal with narcissist wife or narcissist husband? God bless you, sir.
Maybe I may have to still go and do more research on this. I have also, here and there, but I don't think I have deep knowledge about this narcissist or narcissist, all these kind of traits and all. But one of the things I think I have read or seen is that they are manipulative, and they want to stand their opinion, and if that opinion turns around, they still want to get you to be blamed for that decision and all of that. Where like I said, it will take great wisdom, the willingness to be wrong. Willingness to be wrong, that even when you are right, you are still willing to take the blame that you are wrong. And the wisdom of God it will take the wisdom of God to deal with people like that. And I think from the little knowledge I have about it, I think is a mental health condition. I don't know if therapy can actually work. I don't know, but I may have to do more research and all of that. But if it is a character flaw that can be mended by therapy and all of that, one of the wisdom that you can use is that to introduce therapy to that kind of person. Sometimes it is because of their childhood experience, sometimes because of certain hurts that have not been healed. Sometimes it is just insecurity, or where, there is a vacuum in their life that they are looking for something to feel, and the only way they can feel it is just to terrorize the other person, is just to bring down other people so that they can feel good and all of that. I think there is a healing that kind of person has to heal, and so you as a partner may need to expose them or find a way to get them to therapy if that can work. But honestly, I don't have deep knowledge about it. Thank you, ma.
Thank you, my pastor. I think we still need to talk about it sometimes. I think to me, with my own, I would say,
I'm sure Brad Gideon would know more about it.
Yes, I'm so sure Brad Gideon would know. I think it's only God that can heal them. I don't think therapy can. Pastor, please go and read. I don't want to say with my own view, but I used to hear narcissists. I did not look onto it until I decided to went for counseling and therapies. So then I was my coach was able to talk a lot of things, was able to tell me a lot of things. So I have now, when we now get to that stage, I have to go and read. When I read, my own personal decision is that it's only God that can heal them. I don't think they are ready to change. It's just their fitting that needs to know that this is the type of person I'm dealing with. I need to see if it is something you can cope with, but I don't know how you can cope with it, because it's like emotional abuse. When they want to feel good, doing bad things, and still blaming you for the result of their action. Their action, that's what they want to do, but when the action comes out, they blame you for the result of their action. Pastor, I want us to round up with this. Taking responsibility of our action, especially when it is wrong. It is easy to take responsibility of our action when it's right. Probably I do something nice and you are praising me. I can be proud and say, oh, that is me. But when I did something wrong, instead of shifting blame, taking responsibility, because I realized that this works so much if we want to resolve conflict. Oh, the word I said the other time, I took responsibility, but I'm sorry for saying it. Probably I did not mean it. Sometimes we react, we don't mean it. Or sometimes we do something and we realize that we have made a mistake. Taking responsibility. Brad Gideon, please help us with narcissism. Brad Gideon, good evening. I just see you typing now. Please help us with narcissism. We will find a day to talk about it anyway. So, Pastor, as I was saying, taking responsibility of our action, especially when it is the wrong decision. Please help us enlighten, put some wisdom on that, sir.
I think this matter is a matter that anybody who wants to succeed at anything must take seriously. Ability to take responsibility for your action. Is one of the things I addressed, or I was hammering on, to my wife when we just got married, and issues happen, and you just believe that the reason why you did that wrong thing is because of you. I feel like, no, that's not, no. You need to get to the point where you
Oh, Pastor, not
you don't blame the other person. I'm sorry. Can you hear me?
You are back, sir. You are back, sir.
All right. But you don't blame the other person for your action. You need to and then I take. I'm sorry for my network. Can you hear me?
Yes, you are back, sir. You are just back.
All right. So one of the things that help consensus is when we take responsibility for our action. You made a mistake, yeah, mistakes are not bad. Honestly, mistakes are not bad in themselves. How you handle mistakes, how you react to mistake is what makes it whether bad or wrong. Now, taking responsibility for your action does not mean that you are weak. It only shows that you are actually strong. Oh, this decision, my business failed because I didn't take enough accountability. I didn't put in so much effort or this or that. Yes, that's how to, and you learn from it. But to say that you are the reason is because you are looking at me like that. It was because this. It was because that's not a way to actually grow. That's not a way to move forward. For anyone, whether as couple or even individual, you want to succeed in life, one of the major things is that you have to take responsibility for your actions. Don't keep pointing fingers. It's an irresponsible person who blames everybody but himself for his wrong. He blames every other person, blames the weather, blames the country, blames the economy, blames president, blame the country, blame the friend. Everybody is wrong except himself. Once you see that, I think that should be one of the characteristics of narcissists. They don't want to take responsibility. They blame every other person but themselves. I think that's one way to kill your relationship. That's one way to kill that that cordial relationship between you and your spouse, when you always blame them and you never take responsibility. There are people who are never wrong, whether male or female. There are people like that. If you ask them, you have had troubles in your marriage for the past 10 years, what is your own contribution in this trouble? Like, what do you think you did wrong? Never. They did not do anything wrong. It is the other person. It is every other person but themselves. That's not a way to show leadership. That's not a way to show responsibility. Responsibility is, no, I know that I did this, I know it was wrong, and I'm sorry for that. Yes. That's when people apologize and say that, well, if you feel offended by what I said, that's not being responsible. I said this, I know you feel hurt by it, I am sorry about it. And then you can now beg the person, please, next time, I think I will appreciate it this way. But some people never, even in apology, they are still blaming you while they are apologizing. You are the reason. I'm sorry, but you are the one that caused it. I'm sorry, I reacted just because of the way you talked and all of that. That's not taking responsibility. I think we can really, really do better as spouses in this regard. Thank you, ma.
Thank you so much, Pastor. You really do. Until we get to understand that mistake is for us to learn. That is how I see life. If you make a mistake in one way or the other, it's for you to learn. So until then, we will not know how to take responsibility of our mistake. Go to my church. There was a time I was doing some exam. I'm one of our teenager in the church. We are doing that same exam at the same time. Bragido, I failed, she passed. I was not ashamed to say that I failed, because I believe that if I tell you that I did this exam and I failed, that will encourage somebody that is failing at the moment not to give up. Because me, I know myself, I'm not going to give up. I am going to pursue it until I accept it. So until we get to understand that our mistake is part of learning. So when you are boldly telling people your mistake, you are telling them that I am learning from that. I have moved ahead of it. Taking responsibility either from friend to friend, at work, at church, at gathering, in the family, not even in marriage. It shows the type of integrity that you have as human being. So I think if we want to take something out of this show today, out of this live video, is the art of knowing how to take responsibility for our action, either good or bad. The Lord will help us. Thank you, Pastor. You really do well. Brother Gideon, it is easier to blame them than to admit, because once they admit, it can be used against them. Brother Gideon, yes, it's better you use it against me. I was listening to somebody. He was saying that, I don't know the man of God I was listening, said that I don't reply. I reply to some criticism, but my reply is not in word. My reply is the result. So if I made my mistake, if I do something, probably I say something that you don't say, and you make jest of me, I will change in me that next time that I want to talk, I would think well before I say it out. There's this American show. I can't remember this woman. I remember her name. He said she was interviewed. She needs to be interviewed, like online interview like this. So she was on the waiting board. She didn't know. Yeah, the people, the board that want to do the interview for her, it's for TV show. They never knew that she's hearing what they were saying at the backlog. Sometimes it does happen. Pastor, with this app that we are using, sometimes if I've not had you to the stage, you might be hearing what I was saying. And this woman said they were busy talking. Yeah, they were busy saying how she's not good. How she's a stammerer, how she cannot do this, how she cannot do that. She said, instead of her to be upset, if I remember her name, I will tell you. She said she took pen and paper and she started writing it down. So by the time they add her to the stage for the interview, she said she just told them that, oh, I wish you best of luck in everything you do. I think I am not qualified for this position for now, but I promise you I will go and work on myself and I will be a better version of myself. She didn't do the interview. She was not upset. She was not taking offense. She writes down what they say. Sometimes you need enemy beside you. You need somebody that can criticize you for you to progress in life. So taking action, taking responsibility. People have said no, but she believed that what they say. She searched herself and said, this thing is true. This is how I reacted. Oh, I do this for real. So this thing is not good. She worked on it. Guess what? I think few years after, they were begging her with iPay, without interview, to come and join that show. And at the moment, she's earning more than all of them at that show. Just because she heard the criticism from them, she did not blame them for talking, for gossiping before the interview. She went to make amendments and changes. God will help us in Jesus' name. Pastor TM, it's a nice day. Thank you so much for joining us. Please round up for today.
Thank you so much, Ma. And thanks to everyone who has joined with us, everyone in the comment section, Brother Gideon and everyone. We appreciate you. And I just want to leave you with the word that you are a team. You are not enemies. Learn to work as a team. And in a team, it is the goal that matters, not the role. Anybody can play any role, but as long as you have the goal inside, you won't have a problem of so much disagreement. Consensus will be easy to achieve. Thank you. Till we come your way again next week. Have a wonderful week ahead of you.
Thank you so much, my pastor. My regards to the family. We celebrate you. We appreciate you. Thank you for your time. Thank you for your dedication. Thank you for the love of God. And thank you for the sacrifice. And I pray your sacrifice will be rewarded in the name of Jesus. Brother Gideon, I love you. Please go and cook. Oh, go and cook. I will call you just in a minute. You know I love you. My regards to Sister Yana. Thank you, everybody. Thank you so much. Lara, Josh, thank you for watching us. We're here to talk. Thank you for watching us. My sister Olatunji Titi Lope Awokwetu. Thank you so much, Elizabeth Sheon. Thank you so much, Pastor Timmy Olatunji Timmy Divine. Thank you, everyone that is watching us that I cannot mention. We appreciate you. We cherish you. We cherish your time. And we believe we are all learning. We are all learning. Please, if you want to join this show or you want to send a question, just look at the number that is showing below the thing, the video, there's number to WhatsApp only, please. God bless you. Please tell somebody to tell somebody. It's getting hotter, and we will see you next week. God bless you all. Thank you so much for joining us. We love you.
We've been told to keep it quiet, stay between the pews. But life's too big to fit inside these Sunday morning rules. Love, work, and struggle, they all matter just the same. So let's talk about it freely. No more guilt, no shame. We're building marriages, chasing dreams, learning lessons in the in-between. Faith ain't just a sermon, it's the way we live and breathe. Beyond the walls, where the real talk happens, where love is deep and grace is massive. No judgment here, just truth and passion. Life's too real to hold back, let's have it. Beyond these walls, where the real world calls, we stand in faith, but live it all. No shame, no fear, just truth and love. We rise together, he's still above.
Love you all. Bye.